Wouldn't that be? Yeah, yeah, yeah. But Hector, that's true. But there's no doubt in my mind that Ace is going to try to do that
Hmm.
because Ace is they're recruiting, right? It's
Yeah.
all about recruiting lists and inviting and getting to the meeting and then getting their IBA and then doing an orientation and then trying to get them in the field and helping them become a client, etc. I already know he's doing all of that. I'm talking about the relationship, the one-on-one. Because remember, this business is about relationship. If you
Hmm.
recruit a lot of people but have a relationship with no one, you have nothing.
Right.
People need, it's called the law of, I don't even know if it's a law. I haven't been through the Maxwell law in books in a while, Gordon. Is the 20 with 21 laws the
Not
law
of
of
it.
connection? Is there a law of connection?
If there isn't,
Sounds
there should
right.
be.
Is there a law of relationship?
There's a law of don't quit.
Probably is.
A law of don't quit?
If
Okay.
not, it's your law.
If there's
The
not a
law of the
law of
land.
relationship or connection, I think there should be.
Hmm.
And the
Mhm.
stronger the leader's connection is with the new person, and the leader, I mean the one who is like the what they call, what is it called? The power source.
There is a law of connection.
Okay. So if you were this guy, I said, Ace, role play.
Yeah.
So you feel strongly about insurance and horrible that you understand the importance about life insurance, Ace?
Yes.
Excited about what we do?
Yes, sir.
What would make you quit this business?
I mean, I haven't thought about it that far. I don't know.
Okay, well now that you have a chance to think about it that far, you want to grow your income?
I sure do.
You believe in what we do and the importance of it?
Yes, it affected my family for sure.
Okay, how did it affect your family?
Well, my uncle, passed away. He committed suicide, but he left me and my siblings beneficiary of his life insurance policy. That's why I'm able to go to college now.
Okay. So why would you quit this business that would prevent you from helping other families in this area?
Well, I see how it affected me. I like to have that kind of effect on other people.
Okay. So what would make you quit the business of trying to help people in that way?
At this point, nothing. I don't see anything, you know, causing me to quit.
Okay. Now, what am I trying to do?
You're trying to
And it's
overcome
hard with
the
Ace because he doesn't know what it's like to be a new person.
you're
Yeah,
trying
I
to
don't.
overcome the
Okay, he's a
objection,
terrible
Yeah.
person to role play with, just absolutely terrible. Because he has no idea what he would have said when he was 21, brand new in the business.
overcome before it
He
comes
would
up.
have said, I ain't quitting so fast, it's ridiculous.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Go
like
ahead,
as a new
Hector.
person, I was like, well, nothing really. I actually said nothing's gonna make me quit.
Exactly. That's what a normal person would say.
Yeah.
Now, when you're beat up as much as we have in the business, and we know he's probably going to quit. Now we got all these hard, now it's a hard question. Bruce said, do you think, after the op meeting, Bruce said, Christian, you look like a sharp guy. Do you think you can do it? And I looked at him and I said, of course. This looks easy. What did he do?
We'll see.
He said, well,
We'll see.
we'll see, and walked away. Didn't even say goodbye. Didn't even say nice meeting you. Walked away. It was like the rudest thing anybody had ever done to me in my life. And I said to myself, you're right, butt face. We will see.
Butt face.
I didn't say butt face. I said something worse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you say it out loud or was it in your head?
To myself. I didn't say it out loud. It was like one of those things like Raul was just standing there because he had introduced me. And I looked at him and I said, what's with that guy?
Who is
Who the hell does he think he is? Okay. So Hector, you were saying what?
I said, what was I saying? Oh, trying to overcome the objection before it comes up.
No, I'm trying to get the words "I'm not quitting" to come out of
Uh,
his mouth.
okay.
Why? Why?
So you can challenge him
Yeah,
later.
when he decides to quit, you want to tell him, remember when you said you weren't quitting?
Because if they say it is true.
It's because now I don't know how you were brought up. I don't know what your father instilled in you.
Hmm.
My name is Christian David, and my father said when he dropped me off at college, and I didn't know a soul there, and I was 12-hour drive away, and I didn't want to be there. The last words he said to me before he got in his car and drove off were what?
Remember,
He
son.
looked me dead in the eye, Hector, and said what?
Remember, son, you're a David.
He said, "Remember, son, you are a David." And he made like being a David sound like something awesome. So I was brought up that if you say you're going to do something, guess what?
You're gonna
You
do
do
it.
You're
it,
gonna do
make
it.
it happen.
In our home, being a man of your word is everything. So if this guy you're getting involved in the business is anything like me, if he says he's going to do something, he's not going to forget that. And he may strive to live up to it. Are you with me?
Hmm.
Yes.
Any of you feel that way? That if you tell somebody you're going to do something, Lynette, do you feel an obligation as a Garris or as a, what was your maiden name?
Woods.
As a Woods? Do you feel something about being a Woods?
Almost definitely. Your
That
word is your
that
bond.
your word is your bond, right?
Yep.
The Bible talks about it. Let your yes be yes and your no be no.
Right.
You
So with
know,
the new
so
person, what am I trying to hear from them?
I'm not quitting.
Right. I want them to say it. I want to see if they are a person of their word. I want to give them a chance to live up to that.
Mm.
Does that make any sense?
Yes.
Yes.
Anybody else have a success story they'd like to share?
I have a
And some,
success story for a teammate.
okay, Lynette.
Yeah, we have Alex on the call. Alex lives in Colorado. She is on Angelica's team. She's a senior rep. She joined us a couple of months ago, and she got her life license. She got her as passed her SIDE, and then yesterday she passed her 63, and she wrote
Nice.
did $1,000 rollover. So I'm really proud of
very
her,
$1,000.
nice.
and you know what it is that she's doing. Lives in Colorado.
Awesome.
Well,
That's
she
Does she
got a
get a
awesome.
thousand
bonus
dollar
for doing that?
bonus.
And you on the phone
So you get some
Yeah,
bonus.
or on the call?
Alex, she's
Yes,
uh,
hi.
yes, she is.
And it's early over there.
Yeah,
It is a little early.
so proud of her.
I know. I was thinking to myself, I said, did I break a record?
Yes.
I guess I am becoming a competitive person.
You are.
Surprising myself.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Well, you might
Thank
already
you.
be competitive. You're just now coming into an environment where you can let that competitive spirit in you out.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
Christian,
excited to see where I'm going.
There you
that's
go.
fantastic.
Do
Congratulations.
you have any questions? Anything you really need to know right now?
I would say it's more the developing relationships that I am still soaking up like a sponge, but I think it's just taking in everything. And the prospecting part, right? That's going to be a constant struggle. I think it's an everyday choice, an everyday
It's going to be a
decision.
what? It's going to be a what?
A
I s-
prospecting is going to be a challenge.
yeah. Yeah, I think it's a daily challenge for myself, or at least I don't know until when it'll become that um, unconscious competence. But as until
Woo!
then, it's going to be an
Mhm.
everyday, I got to wake up. We all have, no matter if you like waking up and getting out of bed, we got to do it. So it's got to get out there, go prospect, go talk to those people until it becomes part of your nature. But yes, continuing to do that, and I appreciate these classes. I am happy to be here.
That's great.
Let me brag on her because she's saying that, but she's also walking the walk. For whatever reason, she was led to make some flyers, and she left them in a mechanic that offers half price for single moms or single dads. And she left her flyers there, and a lady picked up the flyer, and she just folded it up and put it in her pocketbook. And like a week or so later or something, she said God spoke to her and said, you need to call that number. And she called the number. Alex did the recruiting interview, and we brought her on, and now she's in the process of getting her license. So I would say that Alex is doing it. But again, Alex has to feel like she's doing it. So I'm really proud of her.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
Go, Alex.
Christian, good. Congratulations, Alex.
Let me
Christian,
just say one thing
before we,
about the prospecting, Ace.
$1,000 bonus.
Prospecting, Alexandria, that is the hardest part for most people in this business, by far, hands down, no doubt about it. So that was my biggest. It took me years to get the courage and overcome the fear of talking to people and worrying about what other people thought about me. So you are not alone. And if you really take the 4 levels of competence to heart, they're true. And Gordon,
Yeah, man.
in the beginning of your fitness transformation, did you want to work out? Does it get easier the more you do it? Does it get more habitual? Is it harder in the beginning, changing your diet and changing your workout, and then it gets easier? It does
Always.
get easier over time, right? The more you do something.
Always. Muscles, yeah. Muscles have memory. Muscle memory.
And there is a power of habit, like an object in motion tends to
stay in motion.
an object at rest.
Stays in rest.
Kyla? Okay.
Gonna make me a co-host, Christian. I can
Yeah, thank you, man.
take care of those.
Christian, real quick,
Yeah,
I
go
don't
ahead,
want
Ace.
to. I'm sorry, I don't want to overlook this person. She actually went out, and you like this girl, okay? She went out and passed her test yesterday afternoon. So I want to send a shout out to our upstate New York connections, Shandiria. So big hand for Shandiria, man. She just passed her exam
Shandiria.
yesterday.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ned.
that's me. I was about to say I passed my exam yesterday. I got on, I think like a week or two ago, and I was mentioning how I failed it by a couple points, and this time I came back. I didn't second guess myself, and I passed.
Nice.
So I'm thankful for that, and I'm ready to get to work.
Let's
Good
go.
job.
That's great. That's great. Okay. Anybody else? Going once? Okay, Kyla.
Yes.
Can you have a conversation real quick?
Sure.
Would you agree success is a language?
Yes.
Okay, I'd like you to finish this sentence. Our business is nothing more than a
Our business is nothing more than a
self,
belief business.
no, a self
Improve.
A
an
self-improvement
improvement program,
Okay.
Attached to
right, attached to a
incredible compensation package.
an unlimited, amazing, terrific, ridiculously compensation
plan.
plan. Right. Okay. So certain words trigger me, Kyla.
Mm-hmm.
And in your success story, sharing, you said something that triggered me. And I don't know if you saw the smoke coming out of my ears.
No.
Okay. And I just want to remember, everything here is my opinion, and my opinion has made me millions. Now, you don't have to live by my opinion, but it's my obligation to share it, and then you get to decide if it makes sense, and you get to do what, Gordon?
Decide to implement it or not.
Right, exactly. Everybody has, you've been given a brain, a heart, a mind, ears, eyes, you're involved. So you got to see the business like you see it, okay?
Right.
So you said something like somebody in Japan is going to do or is like, you said something like, recruiting only or something.
Lynette is recruiting focused.
Recruiting focused, which is beautiful. Okay? But the goal of recruiting, when you have a recruiting focus, which is outstanding, right? What else do you have to have?
Training focus.
Okay, you got this. Okay, so everybody comes in as a what?
New recruit, new teammate.
No, a trainee.
Trainee.
And the goal is to turn them into a
Field trainer.
trainer. So when you yourself, Gordon, when you yourself go from trainee to trainer, what happens in this process? When you turn yourself from trainee to trainer, you actually go through this. What happens to you?
Confidence grows.
Confidence grows. What else, everybody?
Start making money.
Okay. You start making money. What else?
You become a producer.
Become a producer. What else?
Reproducer.
What's that, Jay?
Reproducer.
What happens from going from here to here, Matt?
You get a lot of education. You learn a lot. You get better.
Yes.
You become somebody.
Anybody else? Because I don't want to waste a lot of time on this.
You can duplicate that.
You become duplicatable, Tiffany says it.
Yeah.
What else?
You become a different
someone
person.
people want to follow.
Okay. You guys are not on the right. You're not tracking. Okay. Can I help you?
Yes.
Please.
Sir.
Can I help you? Really, Jay? Can I help you? You want some help? This is going to help you.
Yes.
Help me.
Okay. So you have this person, Alex, right? Brand new, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just getting going, going to get her test, got her test, whatever. You are a trainer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, since you have done this, you've made this journey. When Alex gets to this canyon or this turn in the road, this obstacle, this problem, these bushes, these animals, these tigers,
Mountain.
this mountain. Okay. See, when you learn how to prospect and you're over here and you've learned how to set appointments and you learn how to make a presentation, you learn how to overcome objections, you learn how to close, you've learned how to do the 4 things that happen when you take a life app, when you learn how to deliver the policy, when you learn how to do emergency contacts, when you learn how to get a shortfall talk, and you learn how to get somebody going. Now you better, Kyla, what?
Be a trainee. A trainer.
You better, once you're a trainer, you better
know how to create other trainers.
You better realize that Alex better learn all of this or she's doomed.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And if the trainer does not fully realize that it's the trainer's job to make sure Alex learns all of this trainer is weak.
Damn.
Me.
The teacher must pay attention if the students are learning. It's just not them sitting in class for all year. If they didn't learn anything, it doesn't matter.
Right.
Are you with me?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yes,
So,
sir.
yes, recruiting focus. but it better be also a focus on Alex. Is Alice understanding the process, and is she making progress?
Mm.
And if she's not making progress, you better get her to make some progress, or Alex is dead on the side of the road and another casualty in the business.
Right.
Okay.
Can I get an amen?
Amen.
True or false?
True.
True.
Amen.
I can't just recruit somebody, get them excited, and then think they can show up to my class and they're going to learn everything.
Mhm.
I wish it was that easy. But if you have eyeballs and if you pay attention, you will find out what?
It's not that
A
easy.
little more complex than that.
It's a little more involved than that. Exactly
Right.
right.
It's like parenting.
Who said that?
Cherie.
Cherie, you just can't have the baby.
In diapers forever.
And hope it all works out.
Okay. Lynette, any comment on that?
None whatsoever. I just would add to that, the willingness of the person
Yes.
that you're training.
That's
Right?
exactly right.
They have to show up. They
That's
have
exactly
to,
right.
right? I heard this, from the stage, and I recited this last week. If they're not bringing people to you, if they're not coming to meetings, and if they're not, putting forth the effort to get out there and do things on their own, then, because we have to decide who it is that we're going to work with.
Mhm.
All right.
That's exactly right. So let's talk about that. So Alex needs to have two things to want to take the trainer on appointments. What are these two things? And this trainer is responsible for these two things.
Like goals?
Okay, yes. This Alex better have some reasons
Mm-hmm.
to go on appointments. She better have some goals. She better have some dreams. She better have some good reasons to go on appointments, because if she doesn't have good reasons, the Alex's fear will prevent
her
from taking the trainer on appointments. True or false?
True.
Now, the number one, or there's 7 motivators of people: money, recognition, provide for their family. I don't know. Tom Hopkins has 7 motivators. Anybody remember them? I forgot them. Okay. But I remember the one of the biggest ones. I remember the biggest one. The biggest motivator people have, or one of the biggest motivators, is what?
Recognition.
Fear of loss or fear
Being
of gain?
accepted by others.
Acceptance by others. And the very nature of our business is that people do not accept what we do. They think it's a
Pyramid.
Correct. And because of this rejection by others and this lack of acceptance, people have great fear of going on appointments with their trainer. Can I get an amen? Is that true or false?
True.
That's the hardest part of the business.
Very true.
That is so true. It's ridiculous. I should hear 50 amens. How many people are on here?
Amen.
I got an amen for
All right.
somebody else.
So this trainer better be good at finding out goals, dreams, reasons, because this trainer better know that if Alex doesn't have reasons good enough, this fear will overtake them and prevent them from taking the trainer on appointments.
Mm-hmm.
True or false?
True.
Okay. Now, the other thing, I said it was 2 things. One is reasons. What's the other thing, Gordon? And you have it. Not everybody has it. You have it.
Ambition. I don't know.
No, I think I know.
A testimony.
Yeah.
Passion.
You gotta do something good for that person so that they want to go share it.
Okay.
Good
The
experience.
trainer has to
Money
be
motivated.
somebody. The trainer has to be somebody that the new associate believes is not going to embarrass them on appointments.
Integrity, credibility. Oh,
All that.
Because
Three
Gordon,
tens.
I'm not taking you to my parents if I think you're a goofball.
The three tens, baby.
Right, Lynette? Ace?
Yeah.
I'm not introducing you to nobody unless you are
A
what?
client crusader.
Good at what you do. Credible.
Impressive, yeah.
Competent. Dressed.
Somebody
Talk.
that you look
Walk.
up to.
You know, somebody you look up to, right?
A professional.
A professional. I ain't introducing you to my best friends if I think you're a goof.
Right.
If I think you don't know what you're talking about.
So true.
If I don't think you're a professional, if I don't think you're credible, why am I gonna ruin my reputation because of you? It means too much to me. You with me?
Absolutely.
So if the new associate doesn't believe the trainer, if they don't really believe, if the new associate doesn't really think the trainer can do the job, they ain't taking you on appointments. True or false?
True.
True.
Okay. So my last point.
They ain't staying in the business either.
Right. Exactly. Okay. Now, Matt. So the goal, like we're here. So let's say who wants to grow their income?
I do.
Okay. With all the recruiting focus, with all the meetings, with all the getting, at the end of the day, what is required to make money in the business to grow your income?
Premium.
Huh?
Premium.
Great. So it's called 1-8-5-3-1.
Yep.
Okay. A trainer must understand this ratio. Okay. So this is one what?
One person.
New associate.
New associate. The new associate sets 8
appointments.
The
5 F&A.
5 people.
5 F&As. And Jay, I got something for you that I think is going to make you a bunch of money right now, baby. Because you're recruiting, you're building. Kyla, you're recruiting, you're building. Anybody recruiting and building, I got something right after this slide that's going to make you a bunch of money. You want to see it?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. And then out of 5 F&As or comparisons, policies, whatever.
3 life apps.
You got 3 apps. And now you have 3 shortfall talks, which should equal 1 new associate. Now that equals 8 new appointments, 5 F&As, 3, and then so on and so forth. Are you with me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. So if if a trainer just does this twice, what?
A week.
A month. Twice a month. So 2 times 8 is
16.
16 appointments.
10 F&As.
Divided by 4 weeks. So that's how many a week?
4.
So 4 appointments a week. If you just did 4 appointments a week, part-time, how much time does that take, Hector?
Let's call it an hour each. So 4 hours.
Let's say they write an app or 2.
Hour and a half.
Let's say 2 hours. Let's say 8 to 10 hours a week. Let's not call it 8 to 10 hours a week. Why?
Why?
Yeah,
You said
why?
let's not.
Worst case.
You said let's not call it?
Let's not call it working hours because we don't get paid by the
hour.
We get paid by the appointments.
Yeah.
Nobody gets paid by the hour here.
Yeah.
We get paid by the amount of appointments we do and working a
system.
Ratio. Like, here's the ratio. 0 appointments, 0 clients equals
0 money.
Are you with me? Now,
Yes.
you can come on 20 hours of meetings.
Mm-hmm.
How much you make in the meeting?
Nothing.
Nothing. The meeting is designed to get you competent and excited to go on
And make money.
appointments. Because if you never go on
Appointments.
appointments, you never help anybody and you never get helped.
That's right.
The way you get helped is by helping others. Always put other people first. Okay, so now, if a person did 16 appointments, work in this ratio, how many clients would they get a month?
6.
6. Now let's say they're at the average app is $1,000. Is it still $1,000?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And let's say that's 6 times 1,000 is 6,000 at a 50% part-time entry-level contract. 50% of 6,000 is
3,000.
3,000. Now let's say you have a 70% QBI because not everybody keeps it. What's 70% of 3,000?
2,400.
2,100.
2,100.
2,100 times 12 months equals how much a year?
25 grand.
Now, who could use an extra $25,000 a year doing
Part-time.
4 appointments a week?
Oh, a lot of people. Everybody.
Who could you how would you make 25 grand a year as an Uber?
You have to work a long time.
No idea.
It's a lot of driving your ass gonna do.
A lot of driving, 8 to 10 hours a day.
Okay. So, all right. So now, Jay,
Yes, sir.
let's dream a little, okay? Close your eyes. You're now a broker. Okay?
Close your
All right.
eyes.
And now you have 5, just 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 reps. Okay? And they're doing 4 appointments a week. So you have 4 people earning $2,100 a month. How much does the broker make in overrides doing that?
It depends on the contract.
If their district is
district?
60%.
Okay, look at this. Each one is doing 6,000 times 5 agents. That's how much in premium?
30,000.
30,000 in premium.
Mm-hmm.
You're overriding an RVP's contract at 30,000 is how much plus bonus? What's the override and bonus in premium?
60% plus another 10.
It's 120%, right?
120, yeah.
It's 110 personal and then a 10% bonus over 10,000, right, Hector?
Yep.
Okay, so if you're
the bonus.
overriding districts,
Mm-hmm.
what's the override percentage? What is
70?
70% override?
Wow.
What's 70% of 30,000?
21,000.
21,000 times 70% QBI, quality of business. Not everybody keeps the policy.
I thought that was already in there, no? No, I
Nope.
guess not.
No.
Yeah.
70% times 21,000 is what?
14,700.
14,700 times 12 months is?
176,000.
And that's no securities.
And no personal sales.
And no personal. That's no personal
And no side products.
securities.
So if you do something, you're over 200,000.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do any investments at all, and people are making more money on investments than they are in life insurance now in our business.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Beth made 6,000 last month.
Now, Jay, what is the amazing thing about what I just shared with you? Kyla, what's the amazing thing that I just shared with you?
The power of the compensation.
It's only 5 people.
It's only 5 people doing what?
Oh,
4
yes.
appointments a week.
4 appointments a month. Is that a month?
A week.
A week. Okay, sorry.
It's only 4 people it's only 5 people doing 4 appointments a week.
Okay, I see that. Yeah.
That's all it is.
5 people locked in that want to build
Right,
something.
locked in, competent, and that's why
So
I'm
you
saying
don't need a million people.
That's why I'm saying if you
Yes.
don't pay attention as a trainer to Alex you got to identify studs.
Yep.
You got to identify out of all those 39 people there's some who can do it, Jay, and some who can't.
Right.
And if the trainer doesn't get locked in on the good ones who can or want to, got the reasons, got the brain, can read, can pass a test,
We won't capitalize on the momentum.
you're not going to keep them.
Right.
And this trainer needs to run them through the process, has to be awake. Why? And they're awake because they realized they had to learn all the fundamentals.
Right.
And now it's the responsibility, it's the job of the trainer to make sure the trainee learns everything. They don't know to learn it. And then by doing this, by understanding this, you get to live the
Dream.
dream. The dream, baby. I'm telling you, the dream is alive. You just need 5 playing the game.
And if you
What
teach
game?
somebody to teach somebody that, now
Oh
you're
my
really,
God, forget it. This is small potatoes here. I'm talking 5 part-timers.
Mhm.
So we can get busy recruiting and but we're losing sight of what are we trying to do? You're trying to find a core group of people who can do this with you, who want to do it with you, who believe like you believe, who want what you want, who want to do this themselves. And you're here to help them do it.
Ed Randall said, I just want to find 7 to 10 key people who want to build a business, who
That's
want to
right.
do something special. That's it.
That's right, Jay.
And look what that turned into.
That's exactly right. So now back to Alex. I want to help Alex this morning because this is what I was thinking about after our conversation yesterday. Can anybody read my mind? Ace, I know, wants to try to.
Nobody can read your mind.
Which Alex?
Okay.
Your base shop, Alex?
No, Alex, who was on in Colorado.
Colorado, Alex.
Yeah. Because she said her big fear was
prospecting.
Oh, prospecting.
Right. Guess what I'm thinking about in the shower, Shonda?
Prospecting.
Why could anyone be scared of that?
Well, you only need to do it for a certain amount of time.
Okay, here's what I was thinking. Every new person has to have memorized the perfect prospecting script. There's a principle. It's don't go prospecting. It's
prospect as you go.
Right. Prospecting is a way of life. Making friends, offering opportunity, getting names and numbers. So if you're let's say you're at a restaurant and the waiter comes to the table, they give you great service and it's over now. You have a decision to make. Lynette, you still here? Lynette, you have a decision to make. The restaurant, you've had a nice meal, you like the service, pleasant person, you're supposed to build a business, okay, get a name and number. Lynette Garris, all of us, we have a decision to make. This is what Alex was talking about this morning. Because we got to do this every day. Am I going to do it? Am I not going to do it? I want to do it, but I don't want to do it. I got the devil here. I got the angel here. I got the enemy here. I got courage here. I got fear over here. I got belief here. I got doubt over here. We're all fighting this doggone battle every day, right or right?
Yep.
Right.
Okay. So if you don't have a script that you feel good about, chances are you're not, especially a new person, they're not going to even try. Because they don't feel confident in what they're going to say. So how much better would it be for Alex if she knew she had something down pat, that if she said the words, there'd be a great likelihood that she'd have a positive experience? How important is that?
Very important.
So Lynette, I'd like for us to come up with the perfect script out prospecting, and that can be doing it direct or indirect, and that can be doing it where in the beginning, Lynette, if I'm working with you, I would say, hey man, Lynette Garris? You ever heard of Garrison Associates? Garris? You never heard
No,
of
I've never
Garrison?
heard of
You
it.
never heard of them? Oh man, well, they got some great things going on in business. And they're growing, they're exploding, doing unbelievable things here in the community. They're right over there in Owens Mills, right off of Clopper Boulevard. And they're looking for people part-time, full-time. You ever thought about doing anything? You gave us great service tonight. Thank you so much. You got a great personality. They're looking for people part-time, full-time. You ever thought about doing anything else part-time?
Yeah, I actually have.
Okay, now, I can't promise you anything, but I could certainly give your name to Lynette, who's leading the office, and maybe she'd give you a call, tell you a little bit about what she's doing. Now that would be a way to, what's it all about? I don't know. exactly all the details of her business, but I do know there's a lot of money involved. Are you open to something better? Then I'll have Lynette call you. How about that? And that would be a way. Now, could a new person do that, Nikita? Could you do that, Nikita? Who's your RVP?
Ace.
Okay. Could you be given Ace names? Ace, would you call the people if Nikita said, call this person, or are you too busy?
I'm too busy recruiting for her. What's she talking about?
Hey, Christian,
Because
if
Lynette,
you
that's
if
how
you
I got Ruben Pena. Somebody, I said, hey, go get business cards, man. Bring them to me. I'll call. I know you're too afraid to call them. I'll call them. Go ahead, Lynette.
Yeah, if you're complimenting a person on their personality, which most most people who are successful as servers have a good enough personality, especially if they want to get a tip. You could say something like, you have an amazing personality. Right now, do you feel like your personality is paying you what you're worth?
That's good.
If your personality, if with your personality you could earn more money, would you be open to learning more about something like that? If there were an opportunity, would you keep your options open for that? And every time I say that, I always get a yes.
Say that again. Say that again. One more time. One more time.
If your personality could pay you more right now, would you be open to learning more about a way to do that? Would you keep your options open for that?
Yes, ma'am. Love that.
I'm at the hospital all day, yesterday with my dad. I'm here right now. And I'm just telling you guys, y'all could post up in the cafeteria at the hospital and prospect right there. It's warm. Come outside of the cold and then go in the hospital where it's warm. And you can sit in the hospital cafeteria and have conversations. I was sitting there waiting, eating something, and the guy came and sat down at the other table in front of me. And I was like, okay, I'm going to talk to him before I get up. And I was on my way walking out. And I said, excuse me, do you know where the restroom is? And so he said, yeah, right down. I knew he was a healthcare worker, obviously, because of the uniform. And he was like, yeah, it's right down the hallway. And I was like, oh, okay, great. I said, how long have you been in healthcare? Oh, man, about 8 years. Oh, okay. Do you love it? I'm just out of curiosity. Over the last 8 years, has anything changed about it that maybe you're a little disturbed about? With what it is that we know in healthcare, anybody on here, y'all think people are excited about what's going on in healthcare? I am
Not at
thankful
all.
for healthcare. I am thankful for
To
healthcare.
the
Praise
no.
the Lord for healthcare.
But
However, let me just tell you, it is gravely different. Okay.
Yep.
It
So
is
he
not for the
said,
weak.
exactly. So he says, he was like, it is what it is, right? I said, I completely understand that, and then kind of made a little conversation about that because I'd already been here 12 hours by that. And so he said, I said, do you keep your options open, for earning some additional income if the money were right? He said, absolutely. Post up at a cafeteria, y'all. Hospital cafeteria. Schools.
You need a
Airports
visitor.
too.
You need a visitor pass, right?
well, her father's there.
No,
Yeah, you need a visitor pass, I'm sure, Hector.
No, in most hospitals, you can go to the cafeteria
yeah,
without
the
a
cafeteria is
visitor's
open to the
pass,
public.
but you do still probably have to stop at the information desk and let them know you're going to the cafeteria.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you can
They
always
have
say I'm going
cheap
to the
food at the
cardiology
hospital
clinic
too.
because some won't let you just go eat. Depends on the building. But if you say I'm going to cardiology clinic, they're not going to look you up. They're going to give you a pass.
I bet. Hey, thanks for the inside information, Beth.
Hey.
You are very welcome. Yeah, I mean, like some of Hopkins buildings you can get into, like Sean's is saying, no problem. Others are like, yeah, you can't get in here unless you got an appointment. So,
Yeah, with some of the hospitals I know here in Chicago, you can walk in because they have different offices in there. Like you go get your blood drawn, so in the cafeteria is right there on the second floor. So everybody had to go through the second floor to get to where they're going anyway. So here it's kind of easy to do that.
All right, let's
Not
get.
here.
I want everybody to leave here with the script.
Christian,
Perfect. Yeah, go ahead,
can I ask a
Sean.
question before you get
Yes.
into the script? So on the 8531, because you can go on 8 appointments, right? But if they're not in the right market, some people feel like they went on 8 appointments and they did not see
Oh,
success. Can you?
oh,
Okay.
oh. I forgot to share what I wanted to share with Jay.
Mhm.
Thanks for jogging my memory.
Yeah. If you're doing appointments with
Yeah,
19 year
if you're
19-year-old,
trying to fish in your bathtub,
yeah,
it's not going to work.
yeah.
If you're allowing new people to take you on appointments, they need to understand the market.
hmm
Um, what? Gotta fix that. How do you make that disappear?
What are you trying to make disappear?
The news of NBC popped up on the front of my. There we go. It's gone. Okay. I added a page to the Jay.
Yes, sir.
Right after the house. I got the house in here twice in the presentation, and then I have a house here with some questions to help people understand the.
Oh, you put some new questions on there.
If you had the cure for cancer, can you see the screen?
You
Yes.
got these boxes on us again.
I don't see them now.
Now you see it.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey Jay, on the scale of 1 to 10, how important is helping people to you?
I love helping people, man. I'd say 10.
Or excellent. That's the kind of people, by the way, who do well. And if you had the cure for cancer and you knew people who had cancer, would you share the cure with them?
I know people who have cancer, Christian. I would more than share it with them. Yes.
Okay. Out of all the people you care about, how many of them have received a great financial education in the school in all these areas over here?
I would say most of us, not in no public school at least. We don't get that type of information and knowledge.
So
They don't
how
teach us
many
that.
out of 100 learned about all this?
I'd say 0, maybe 1.
Okay. About 1. Well, do the other 99 deserve a financial education? Do you believe they should have a chance to get the information?
We all do. Yes, the other 99 deserve it.
And what will happen to them if they do not get this information, education?
I'm assuming what's going on now. A lot of people struggling, in debt, poverty.
And if you care about people and you could, I mean, that would be horrible, right? To see the people that all these people end up in poverty.
It is
Catastrophe. Would you agree?
devastating.
Okay. And if they were getting ripped off by a cash value insurance or had their money invested improperly, do you think they deserve to be told?
Yes, sir.
How soon?
As soon as possible.
What the heck happened here?
Get you
Yeah,
the
that's
money.
awesome. Thank you, Christian. You can keep perfecting perfect. I don't know.
KT Masterpiece.
Oh man, did I remove everything?
No,
Oh
it's
no.
there.
I removed all the animations. Dadgummit. Ooh, I can go backwards.
Undo.
There we go. So 7, 7. Remove this one. I only want to remove that. There we go.
Look at you, technological genius.
I was about to say, man, I thought you got somebody to do this. I didn't know you were actually doing
Dude,
it.
I made the whole thing, bro.
Let's go.
Crazy.
Wow, I'm impressed with you knowing how to do that part.
Okay, so how soon? Who was I role playing with?
Soon as
How soon,
possible.
Jay, would they want? How soon should they get the information, Jay?
As soon as possible.
And if you don't share it with them, Jay, who will?
Nobody's coming to save us, man.
When will
Nobody
they?
will.
Who will? When will they? When are they going to get the information, Jay?
Nobody will. Nobody will share
So
it
what do you
with
think
us
you
no
should
time
do,
soon.
man?
I think we need to share this with people, man.
All right, every new associate, let's say you get a young person, Jay, involved in your business, Kyla, and they're 24. Ask them, hey, Jay,
Yeah.
you think all this is important over here?
Oh yeah, very important.
You think you should have a plan?
I definitely need a plan. Yes.
Let me ask you, how much per month do you think before you ask other people to have a plan, you should have a plan?
Yes, I think so.
You think you should have credibility in like walking your talk or doing what you say, tell other people they should be doing?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let me give you an example. How much per month could you put towards your financial future, your financial house?
I could probably move aside two or three hundred, $200 or $300 a month.
Okay. Now look at this. If you put 200 a month and got $250,000 of death benefit, that would be $31 a month.
Mm.
And then we could invest the other $169 a month,
Wow.
right? For the next
Yeah.
35 years, that would give you $250,000 of protection that your beneficiary receive $250,000. Okay, not a lot, but it's only $31 a month.
Right.
And then at age 58, you'd have $500,000 invested at 9%.
Wow.
And at age 65, you'd have 940,000. At 70, you'd have 1,000,004.
I like
Now
that
you see
million
this
four plan.
9%, Jay?
Yes, I do.
The S&P 500 in the last 10 years has done
12.2.
12. So if you put in $169 a month for 42 years, I gotta put this in the thing.
What it'll be, what it'll grow to.
Right, because I'll make it a slide on 12% because for 42 years, 169 invest monthly, and what was that, 12.24?
Yeah. You like what?
That would grow instead of to 1,000,004, that go to 2.7.
Wow, that's a big difference.
And that's what the market has done. I'm not saying that's what it's gonna do.
Just what it's done the last.
That's just what it's done.
Wow.
What's 10.47?
So Jay. Oh wait.
Yes, sir.
So this gives you a chance to have 1,000,000, 1.5 million, $2 million. This plan, investing properly in equities, and right now, Jay, you're on track to having how much?
None.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay.
I need one of those plans
And if you were to
ASAP.
die today, your family would get
Nothing.
nothing. So does this look like something you'd like to implement for your family in your future, or no?
Definitely. It definitely does. This
So
is
I'm
something
just
I
saying,
need.
give everybody, I don't know, what do you call that thing?
Hypothetical.
And then you could show them the hypothetical with an actual mutual fund.
What it looks like.
Yep.
Because that's not a hypothetical. That's called I think it's called
That's a lesson.
does anybody know how to create these?
Isn't
Yeah.
that a basic illustration?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
called a basic
illustration.
illustration, and now they changed the name to supplemental illustration.
Wow.
So if people have nothing, Jay, or everybody, you can ask how much per month could you put towards your financial house? $100 a month, $200 a month, $500 a month. And then instead of selling them just a policy, you could get them involved in a what?
Plan.
Plan.
And what's wrong with that?
Nothing.
That's the power of what we do.
Wow.
We don't just write people up on a policy. That's the power of what we do.
That's right. 10 o'clock.
Yeah, that was
Appreciate
good.
that gold right there.
Any
It
closing
was.
is that gold? Jay, does that help you?
Yeah, just making that small. I would feel like just doing that with a brand new person is like,
Yep.
That's it. Because that's what they do with the IUL, Jay. They say, how much can you afford to spend a month? And then that's why you have these wacky face amounts with the IUL.
Yep.
$200 a month for
Right. It's never
60,000
like
coverage. Like, what the hell?
$121 a month or 72 a month. It's always
how much can you afford?
$100 a month, 200 a month, 500 a month, 1,000 a month. And that gets them whatever insurance it gets them.
Crazy.
Because they don't sell need of insurance, income replacement. They sell the investment portion, the living benefits, and they just throw the life insurance in.
Terrible.
Wow.
And the important thing is showing them what they could potentially have, because people have to know the value of why they're doing $500, $200, $1,000 a month.
Exactly right, Tambria.
Mm.
Exactly right. Any questions, anybody? Comments?
Great job today.
Thank you, Coach.
Definitely.
Let's live with purpose.
Amen.
Amen.
Yes.
There